there, and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 4. Today we'll continue on Let's Play. This is episode 126. In today's episode we are taking a look at the Asian Super Sports Challenge, our final S-Class event for now. For that we need an Asian Super Sports car, and the car we're using today is the 1997 Lexus SC300.
Which is technically American.
Yes, and also not a Super Sports car, but it will be. It looks a bit like a whale. I'll buy it in burgundy. Right.
It's a car made for tax havenists.
You will realise this is an S-Class event and this is a D-Class car. Fortunately for us, we can have a choice between an ISF V8, a Lexus SC430 race car V8, or a Lexus LFA V10, which we're going to go with. And
because
we're
the
also
V10 sounds great.
Twin turbo it, because why not? And it does have some body mods, although I am probably going to stick to... Do I want to go Forza Aero? No, I'll go Vertex. Fuck it. I might have that Forza rear wing though. No, sod it. We'll run it with no downfalls and we'll watch this go horribly, horribly wrong. Those are some exhausts. I'll do an FE racing series and 2 people would show up. God. Just like real life then. Right, there we go.
Just set up a Boss GP series online.
I will be Ragunathan.
I'll be Scott Speed. Because he got banned from iRacing.
Yes, I saw that.
He got banned from iRacing because he was an absolute egotistical shithead.
Oh good, I do have full Affinity for Lexus. I don't remember when that happened, but I have it, so it's good.
Yes. I always said Infinity Ward Lexus.
No. I need to reduce weight and also power. 777 horsepower would be nice, but I don't think I can drop the PI now. Okay.
Oh
so
god, the performance index system.
796 horsepower, that'll do. And 489 foot-pound of torque, because the LFA has no... Or the LFA engine has no torque.
Yeah, because it's so small.
The wheels on this look small, but we'll deal with it.
It's got piano wheels.
Actually, we should really... I'll change the colour of the wheels just to... I don't know.
Satisfy the crowd.
Yeah, we'll black them out just to... I don't know, make it look like it was built in a shed. Because it was. Anyways.
No, that's the Viper.
Yeah. Asian Super Sports Challenge. The fastest production cars from Asia go head-to-head in this event. Suzuka West Circuit is first. So yeah, basically for this you're supposed to use an LFA or a GTR, but I've used a GTR and an LFA, so instead I decided to use this because it's different. I think this might have been a pre-order car in this game as well, so...
What, the SC430?
Yes.
That's cruel.
Why? Because so many people would have wanted this car, or it was cruel against the people that pre-ordered?
Yes, it was cruel against the people who pre-ordered it.
Yeah, we got home and was like, oh boy, I wonder what car I'm going to get, and it turned out to be a Slug Supra.
The, quote, spiritual successor to the Supra.
No, this was the same car as the Supra.
What, the SC430?
The SC300 came out at the same time. That's... The SC430 was the one that came out later.
Alright.
This is the SC300 and that came out, and then the... And they made the 400 for America with a V8 in it, but...
What, they couldn't release the 430 in America?
No, the 430 was a different car. 430 came later.
Alrighty.
This is 1993. This is what they call a Sora in Japan. Actually, the other one was called a Sora in Japan as well. I could have used that actually, but never mind.
Oh well.
I think I've left the door open to use... Or did I use it for a championship actually? I don't remember. All I know is the rev counter in this thing is now entirely useless because the LFA engine revs like 9 grand.
Yes, and revs way too quickly for that thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely uncontrollable, in case you was curious. It's just... It wants to fight you a lot.
Yeah, sounds like the Lexus LFA.
It's like a scrawny teenager. Come on, mate, fucking square up. I'll take your daughter's sack off, mate. Fucking hell. That's this car.
Man.
This car is literally just screaming into the sun. I'll fucking have you, I swear, mate. Swear, I'll get me dad on you. That's this car.
Except the dad was a big, lazy Toyota Avensis.
Yes, the hey, they made a cool Toyota Avensis once.
When?
2003. They released the I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. Toyota Avensis Sports Concept, which was
concept.
Yes, which was a Toyota estate. The Avensis estate, but with 2 turbos whacked on a V6. I think it made like 320 horsepower and had all-wheel drive.
And yet they couldn't be bothered to make it.
Yep, quite literally. Remember Nick Hamilton? God.
Nicholas Hamilton.
Is this the final S-Class in the Asian manufacturer event? Yes. This is actually one of the... This is the second to last Asian manufacturer event. Unfortunately, you're going to be waiting a while to complete that trifecta because the only one remaining is, I think it's Nissan JGTC cars. And that's in R2, so we've got to get through all the R3 events first. So that'll be fun. God, the rev counter. Why does he still race? Because his brother exists.
End of story.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't get why I can't all-wheel drive swap this, because it probably would have been a much better car. I kind of forgot I couldn't all-wheel drive swap it. So. That we didn't eat you. Anyways, Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, my favourite Asian track. I am the one and only. Nobody will right. It is an Asian track. It's in the Asian event list, so it obviously must be an Asian track.
I mean, another example of an Asian track, Silverstone.
Yes, the most Asian of all tracks.
It's so Asian it serves pork.
Yes. I just realised. Okay, the SC300 is impressing me slightly.
In what way?
It has a memory function on the seats. You might laugh, but for 1997, that's quite snazzy.
Great, snazzy, whatever.
I'm trying to get past 2 LFAs in my SC300. I don't think anyone's ever said that. You'll find out what's next at the end of this episode. The worst bit is, this SC300 isn't that bad looking. At least
it's
with
not
body
terrible looking.
I don't like the way this car looks normally. It looks like a worm.
Handles like a worm as well.
Yeah. It's... I mean, everyone sort of forgets the Mark IV Supra wasn't that much of a sports car. And this is the same platform, basically. Well, I say basically, it is the same. It is actually the same car, this is a slightly more luxurious version. The SC300 stock would have come with a 2JZ motor, but we ripped that right out and replaced it with this giant V10 engine, because V10s are better than 2JZs.
This giant torqueless engine.
Yeah, with like, how much power was it? 700 and something?
I'm not even sure anymore.
Let's find out as soon as we get on the straight. 796. How much boost am I making? £8. £8 a boost from a twin turbo setup. That's not a lot.
That's pretty dismal.
Yes. That's probably less than like a non-turbo engine runs. I think I put big intercooler on this. I don't remember. I should have really foregone twin turbos and seen how much power I could have got out of it NA, but never mind. It's here now, I can't be asked to re-upgrade it, so... It sounds good though, at least. It's skittish, but it sounds good. Which is the important part, right?
Yeah.
No one ever...
To make it non-skittish, just change the gearbox ratio.
It's... I mean, it's long, but I kind of prefer it being long considering how quickly power comes on the LFA engine.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that was one of the big issues with the LFA, is it used to just snap. Because you just push the throttle down and instantly 500 brake horsepower is just running through the rear wheels.
Yeah.
I think the LFA was 500 and something horsepower, I think. 562, I think, maybe. Lexus versus Nissan. Yes. There is basically 2 GTRs and an R34, and then everyone else is in various Lexuses. There's 2 LFAs and 2 ISFs, strangely enough. Hey, we get a credit bonus of 5,000. I think this might be one of those weird events where you get a mystery bonus.
Got the mystery bonus.
Which usually means you're getting shafted. Catalonia, my other favourite Asian track.
Hey, the prawns are Asian.
Yeah.
What?
Fucking the prawns are Asian. Scotian found a Chevy Cobalt XFE. That's interesting. It is! It's in the Asian events. It's obviously an Asian track. That's how it works.
Exactly. Also, I've decided that this setup for the BMW M4 around the Charlotte Roval is fucking awful.
It's a BMW M4. What do you expect? Actually, that's a... I like the green on that skyline. Like a weird green skyline with bronze wheels. Hello, thy Scotian racer.
Hello, Scotian. How are you?
How is the Cobalt XFE, which is obviously you've bought to replace the Challenger in your new Eco State?
Eco State?
Yes. Actually, that's a point. You know, apparently we're gonna get those trade things with Canada.
Yeah.
Does that mean the Canadians are gonna start getting the MG3?
Oh god, no, we don't even make the MG3 anymore.
The Chinese do, but we sell it as a British car, so...
Who knows?
You need an XFE. I need a fucking hybrid, I do, because my car gets 20 miles per gallon.
Do you wanna know what we need to send to Canada? The Vauxhall Corsa.
I was gonna say Nigel Farage, but that works too.
Why Nigel?
I don't know. Vauxhall Corsa isn't made in England as well either.
Well, the plant. Oh,
The only,
right, yeah.
the only British built Vauxhall left is the Astra.
No, not even that.
It is for now until it's still made in Luton until they replace it with a 308, which they haven't done yet.
The Vauxhall Vivaro is made in Luton.
God, the Vauxhall Vivaro.
The van.
Yeah, I mean, which Vauxhall Vivaro? Do you mean the Vauxhall Vivaro? Do you mean the Opel Vivaro? Do you mean the Nissan Prima Star? Do you mean the Renault Traffic? Do you mean the Peugeot?
No, I just mean the Vauxhall Vivaro.
Oh yeah, the Saturn Astra. Remember that thing? Fucking Sean used to be obsessed with those.
Who?
Guy who used to be in the server.
Ah.
God, this thing is really skittish. It's really, really skittish. I don't
Welcome to
want.
a
I don't
welcome
like.
to a welcome to a high revving V8, V10.
I was gonna say, how dare you say the LFA has a V8 engine?
Imagine a V8 LFA.
I think the concept car was V8. Like the
Yeah,
original '06 concept. Remember when the Honda NSX was gonna have a V10?
Yes, it was gonna have a V10, then it got a hybrid.
And it's better for it.
It just isn't.
No, the Honda NSX is a good car.
Well, that's because you want to date. This is all because you want to date up some bloody vegan on Tinder.
Vegan women are better than bed.
Really?
Yes.
They also like to dictate your life a lot.
They like to. Yeah, exactly. 1UZ is best Japanese V8. Listen, I think I might have had the option of a 1UZ. No, I didn't. Sorry, it was a choice of ISF V8, the GT500 V8, which is like a 3UZ, and then the LFA engine. So I went for the LFA engine. I also put American racing wheels on it to pay homage to our American brethren.
To our Japanese friends.
Yes, our Japanese friends with their American racing wheels. Pleasure. What a weird thing to open the track with. Just an advert that says pleasure. I don't think BMW and pleasure go together. That's me. I like the wood in this interior. I like a good wood interior. I feel like wood's a car making material that should be used more. In fact, it is actually. The Honda E has a wooden dashboard.
Why?
Because it's Japanese. The Honda E has on its infotainment screen an aquarium in which you can feed fish.
What?
Yeah. It, like, as one of the idle screen, it plays an aquarium, and if you tap the screen, you feed the fish.
Okay, fine.
It's Japanese, what do you expect? Like how Forza has the SC300 instead of the SC400. Yeah, it's one of those weird design choices, especially considering it has a Supra with, like, exactly the same engine. And the SC400 is much more powerful. Because I think the SC400 has 290 horsepower. Well, that was looking like a... Oh, okay.
What just happened?
I attempted an overtake, and it went badly.
You attempted an overtake.
You know that corner where you're not supposed to overtake someone on at Nürburgring?
What, the chicane?
No. The fast right-hander.
Oh, that place.
Yeah, I tried
Straight.
to I tried to go around the outside of a GTR. It didn't work.
It didn't work, did it?
No. But I went up the
Surprise,
inside of a
surprise.
GTR and that did work. Why do F1 cars not race here again?
Contractual deal.
Oh, with the Hockenheim.
The Hockenheim ring. Which is due an upgrade.
Wasn't the last race here that race where, like, everyone went off?
What? Silverstone?
No. Nürburgring.
That was 2007.
Was that the last race here?
Everyone went off Liuzzi, Scott Speed, Hamilton.
Maybe turn 10 did a one that to make the sound of a 1UZ. Isn't it just the most generic sounding V8?
It sounds like every V8 you've ever heard.
And they couldn't they just use the same noise they used for the SC430, considering they bothered to use that V8?
Who knows?
This game needed a GS in it, like an old GS, not a new GS.
Lexus GS.
Yeah, remember that thing?
Yeah, they made an F version of that.
You did?
Yes, they did.
Good car. I'd buy one.
I wouldn't.
Better than an RCF.
Well, the RCF is what would happen if the SC was reborn.
Yeah, and no one really wants the SE to come back, considering it was a bit of a naff car. Basically the same. Yeah, I think that's a 2UZ or something, I think, in the... whatever the 4.3 is. Or is it a 3? I can't remember. Toyota naming makes sense, but it's weird. There we go, perfect way to cross the line. Very American way. Oh! Oh!
Crash.
Good job. Yeah, I rolled it on the line and took out GTR.
Beautiful.
172,000 credits and 55,000 credits from Lexus. 3UZ. Okay. I think they used the 3UZ to power a plane or something. And the final track, the very Asian Tsukuba circuit. That's actually an Asian track.
What variation is it?
The long one.
The standard one.
Yeah.
The F1 circuit.
No, it's the bike circuit, obviously.
Well, there is a bike version of it.
There is.
Yes, it's the chicane that after the hairpin.
Mhm.
And it is.
I played Taurus Trophy. I know my shit.
It's horrible, isn't it?
I even know what a Honda Forza S is.
Yeah, it's a scooter, isn't it?
Mm.
It's some kind of thing powered by an engine.
I actually made like a LP breakdown of doing Taurus Trophy if I ever decide to do it. The only problem with doing Taurus Trophy is I know nothing about bikes, so that would either make it really funny or really cringy.
I don't recommend it, I'll be honest. Taurus Trophy is goddamn boring.
Oh, it's incredibly boring, but I mean, so is this game after like 100 hours or however long.
Not even that.
I had to play it for.
Not even that. The licenses are so goddamn boring.
I don't think I was going to cover the license tests because you don't get anything.
You have to do the license tests.
Isn't there only a few of them though?
No, they're all standard.
I can't remember. I know you unlock like everything in that game through the arcade mode, so
It is still unfathomably boring.
the petrol tank in the SC family is in the trunk. Interesting.
Yes, it's to improve weight distribution apparently.
It wasn't the last game ever to have Tsukuba, but it was the last Forza game to have Tsukuba. So far, I mean, it could return in the next one. I hope it does, considering it's a damn good track, so... Is that true? No Asian tracks in Forza 5 and 6?
Forza 6 had... I think it had Suzuka.
No, it didn't. Suzuka was a Forza 7 returner.
Yeah, and it used the exact same lines as Forza 4, which is why it looks so fucking low res.
Oh, that looks fine to me. I don't really pay attention to that shit though, I'll be perfectly honest. I just look at things and go, wow, it's pretty, and that's the end of that. Is Abu Dhabi technically an Asian track, or?
It's an Arabian.
Is Arabia classed as a different continent though? I think it all gets lumped into Asia, doesn't it, technically?
Yeah.
Because I think technically the Middle East is Asian, so yeah. Yeah, Yas Marina would have been Asian then. So you're basically correct. Let's be perfectly honest, but Like to play Forza Horizon 4 next year. If they stop adding shit to it, yes. If they keep adding shit to it, then it's just going to continue on. So, I hate the way this thing drives so much. It's so wobbly. I think that's a good way to describe it. It wobbles.
That's what happens when you pick a car with squeegee suspension.
It jiggles like my girlfriend's tits. Anyways. Oh, drift it, drift it, drift it, drift it, hold it! Yeah! What a way to fucking finish. Beautiful. Alright. That is the end of the Asian Sports Challenge. Thank you all very much for watching. Next time we are going to be starting to take a look once again at another World Championship. It's the Class C World Championship. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going.